You know who America loves talking about? Trans people, especially MAGA Trump Trump-Hooteniers. They cannot get enough talking about trans people. Like they can talk about trans people till the cows come home. So you'd think if somebody was at the center of or next to the center of a major news story and they were trans, that person would get a lot of media exposure. They could have all sorts of interviews, book deals, just people would pay a lot of attention to that person if they existed. So it makes me wonder the trans furry roommate girlfriend who goes to another school, imaginary trans furry roommate girlfriend who goes to another school, that's supposedly associated with Tyler Robinson. Like, why haven't we heard anything from this person if this person existed? If this person existed, who are they? Why haven't we heard anything from them? Okay, so they could be a very private person. You know, they didn't have anything to do with this. They don't want it to, you know, affect the rest of their life. And that's all it is privacy. As far as we know, they didn't have anything to do with it. Maybe people know more than me. Maybe they're in FBI custody, and that's why we can't talk to anybody because they're still being grilled for being trans, furry, girlfriend, and roommate. But anyway, their whole story, the FBI story, was that they didn't know anything about it. So it doesn't seem like they should be prevented from saying anything. Maybe they're not concerned about being part of history or having their perspective captured in history. They're just afraid. They just don't want people to hurt them for being in this predicament, and they don't trust our FBI to protect them. I think that's an important point to make. But those are the really only reasons. Okay, there's also not existing. There's another reason would not have heard from is they don't exist. I think that's really the point. But if they do exist, I don't mean any disrespect to them. I'm not trying to erase their existence. Again, they could just be shy. They could be shy. They could be afraid. They could be in custody. But I just want to know why we haven't heard from them. It's one of those reasons, most likely, or it's one of those reasons. I don't know which one's most likely. You let me know in comments which one of those reasons you think is most likely, or if it's more likely they don't exist. If we have enough evidence now to know that they don't exist. But, you know, I don't put it past them to make up another imaginary trans furry girlfriend roommate who goes to another school. The next time one of their Groypers, one of their people they're trying to cover up for as a fall guy or as an actual shooter, does something because they were trying to blame a trans person hours after this happened. A totally different trans person they're trying to blame for this specific shooting hours after it happened. And I'm not going to mention that person's name because maybe they didn't want that attention. But it's just interesting how much of their agenda is involved on targeting, demonizing trans people and what they thought they were going to do. And I'm not expressing any sympathy for Candace Owens, but apparently she's the only person on the planet who cares about Charlie Kirk. So, you know, maybe look into it just to find out, just to clean up the reputation of trans people, if for no other good reason.